Hello, my name is Christy Ramsland, and welcome to the magical world of potions, or as the muggles say, chemistry. Today we'll be talking about solutions, colloids, and suspensions. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances, homogeneous meaning uniformly distributed. For example, if you're making Kool-Aid, it doesn't matter where you stick the straw when you're drinking it. It's going to be equally sweet no matter the location. The primary ingredient in a solution is called the solvent. In the case of Kool-Aid, the water would be considered the solvent. The other ingredients in the solution are called the solutes, or in our example, the Kool-Aid powder, which is dissolved into the solvent, water. The solvents and solutes that make up a solution can either be solids, liquids, or gases. Solutions where water is a solvent are referred to as aqueous solutions. Water is unique in that so many substances can be dissolved into it. It's also the most common solvent. Colloids contain particles which are larger than typical solutes in a solution, but smaller than particles in suspension. Take, for example, milk. One would assume milk to be a homogeneous solution, but in reality, if you look at it under a microscope, you can see globules of fat and small amounts of protein called casein, which are dispersed in a liquid called whey. Because milk doesn't separate after standing, it's considered a colloid. Suspensions contain large particles suspended in a liquid. The particles eventually settle to the bottom without any agitation. You wouldn't drink orange juice without shaking it first, would you? Shaking, or agitation, is necessary because if left untouched, the particles settle to the bottom of the container. Other examples of suspensions include muddy water, Pepto-Bismol, and even a water-flour mixture you can see in front of me. Notice the particles beginning to settle to the bottom of the glass. When attempting to discern between solutions, colloids, and suspensions, shine a light on the situation. Using a laser pointer helps to animate differences in particle activity between the three. For a solution, the light beam will always pass through with no scattering from the molecule-sized particles. In a suspension, the larger particles will scatter the light a bit. The light is still able to pass through. For colloids, it's a bit trickier. Light may or may not be able to shine through depending on the size of the particles. In milk, for example, the particles are large enough that the light source is scattered and not able to pass through. Well, thank you for joining us today at Hogwarts. We hope you learned a thing or two about solutions, colloids, and suspensions. Watch out for the nargles!